Hey.
Oh shit! Is everyone recording? Because do we need to go straight in for you to do your soup review?
Yeah, I mean, I'm recording. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm recording.
I'm recording, man. Yeah.
Hey, well, this is fucking delicious.
Ready? Shall we sync up and then go straight into soup review?
Going hot.
There's no intro, just soup review.
Ready? 5,
4,
3,
2.
1.
go.
It's your Lost Boys.
Good evening and welcome to the Lost Boys with Sam, Ryan, and Clive.
Let's
And,
cut straight to the action. Ryan, what have you got? What's going on right there?
Right, today we'll do it live. We've got a live soup review. So for this episode, I thought
If this doesn't hook people in, I don't know what will, man. Give them what they want.
I am tasting the soup as we go, and I'll be honest, I already started because I was super hungry, and it's fucking delicious.
Can I just say, you, before you get lost in your soup review,
Yeah.
just bravo, my friend. You
Oh,
are pushing
thanks,
the
man.
boundaries of this medium, like, to the limit.
know,
Live
right?
soup reviews.
The audacity to drink soup or eat soup on a podcast live is
Well,
incredible.
the thing is, I feel like I peaked too soon with the whole, shit my pants and scenario.
You did. 100%.
I got to keep it fresh, got to keep it hot. So, for the listeners today, Sam, would you like to read out what you see?
Absolutely, it would be my pleasure. It is Deluxe Thai chicken soup. The Deluxe heavy on the fancy writing as well. I think it's a Lidl brand. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I think
cheap.
you're trying to say
It's cheap, fancy.
Dulux.
It's cheap,
Deluxe.
posh Lidl brand Thai
Deluxe.
chicken soup, is it?
Dulux, not Dulux.
Oh, is it?
Dulux
Oh, sorry.
soup there.
I'm just drinking paint. It's Dulux tortoise shell wall paint. But no, I've got it served with some wholemeal bread, a little bit of olive oil spread on the top. And
that is fancy.
That does
what I
sound
thought we
posh.
could do to keep it fresh is I'm going to give you one of my 5 rating areas now,
Got Hitman
and I'll just
skills.
drop them in
I
every
want,
now
to
and
be
then.
honest, I
throughout
want
the
this review
episode.
to be like right here, right now, as we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Don't drag this shit out, man.
Yeah, I was going to say because there's people who get very violent when they have to listen to the sound of people eating. So
I know, it's
thought
great,
like,
isn't it?
I want
keep
to
it
mute you
into
already.
this section.
I mean, I'm going to be eating this all the way through, so you're going to have to just mute my mic because this is a goddamn treat.
oh baby.
Right, viscosity. It's
Oh,
not
yes,
as
my
viscous
favourite.
as you think it would be. Look. Pretty
Oh,
that's
runny.
watery.
But look at the
yeah.
colour of it. Look at the colour. The colour's like, it looks like peppercorn sauce. The colour of it is very appealing.
It's lighter than diarrhea.
Yeah, lighter than the diarrhea that the last soup review gave me, but thicker than like the morning shit after a heavy night. So it's like, I would say it's the consistency of very watery porridge. If you get your
Yeah, it
porridge
looks
wrong,
very
basically.
watery.
Very watery
Texture
porridge.
smooth as a baby's asshole. You might want to cut that.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it in. I'm getting you liable for things.
Bleep that out. Can you please bleep that out? Color. Well, you can see. What would you? It's peppercorn sauce, isn't it?
It's
that's what it
peppercorn
looks like.
sauce. It's Dijon mustard mixed with
Fucking
sort of
hot.
tuna colour, I'd imagine.
Get it down, you Zulu warrior.
It's a
Get
beige
it
treat.
down.
The taste. Well, it's exactly what it says on the tin. It is. It does actually taste quite a lot like. There's a lot of pepper in it. A little bit of chili. We got some little bits of chicken in
I'm
there.
assuming
Not
if
the
it's Thai,
same.
you've got to have some lemongrass in there. Am I correct?
There is lemongrass. Right. If there isn't, we're gonna have problems. Now, lemongrass.
I mean, you should be able to taste it.
0.5%.
Ryan's looking at the ingredients right now. You should be able
Okay.
to taste lemongrass. I'm just saying. If you
It,
can't,
yeah,
then
there's a
it's
little
bad.
bit. Not as much lemongrass as I would like. I'll be honest. I
Yeah.
could eat
I
that
feel
shit.
like
It's
like that
coconut.
is one of the nicer ingredients, which is definitely going to be on the low side in your canned Thai
If
Thai
it's
green
cheap,
chili.
it's
It's
soup.
not
not-
going to have it.
It's got
What's
the
the-
taste of a Thai green curry, but a lot of the it's missing the same kick. It's not got the same like aromas.
fish sauce and
The flowery aromas that you get from a classic Thai dish are just a little bit dialed down for my liking.
That's surprising
I
for a
almost-
Dulux as well.
Still nice, but not quite the kick I want. but the taste is very nice. I feel like you've rushed me through this whole segment.
Oh,
It's
sorry, mate. You
ruined
just
it.
take a
Don't
breath.
ruin
I only
Take a...
had-
mate.
Oh, and the
Take a
smell.
peek.
Well, it smells. I wish you could smell it, because it smells like
He's got
does
his
smell like
nose in the
lemongrass.
soup.
Yeah, it smells like lemongrass, but unfortunately, the taste of lemongrass.
So what we're giving it
Isn't quite
spoon-wise
there.
then?
I'm gonna give this because the chicken. You know, when I was losing my mind about the what was it, Cully and Sully's
Yep.
ultimate chicken
The-
soup? That was
the
like
bad chicken.
that was like they'd roasted a chicken and like forked it, like pulled it apart with a fork and then put it in the soup. It was fucking delicious.
Oh, the
Of
good one.
this-
Sorry, yeah.
Good
I
shit.
have not yet come across a piece of chicken, and if I had, it
Really?
tasted more like a mushroom.
It might be the
So-
stock rather than the actual
That's
chunks
lost.
now.
That's lost a spoon right there, and because of only
Oh,
the hint of lemongrass,
we're
it's
getting
also
more
lost
critical, and
another
I like
spoon.
this, Ryan. We're getting more
Well, you
critical.
wanted this. You wanted this as a serious thing, and I'm giving
Yeah,
it
of
to you
course I
straight
did.
out the
I
bat.
really emphasised on the seriousness.
But for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 3
Whoa.
out of 5.
That's quite harsh, I
It
think.
is. It is. But
Now,
I'm
the big
still
question-
enjoying it.
Do
but-
you want to bathe in it? Would you bathe in it?
Drum roll, please.
Sam, you do the drum roll. You're a drummer.
No, I'm just gonna put
No,
it
he's just
in.
gonna
'cause
edit that shit in.
editing is a nightmare when we start adding our own sound effects to this. Stop it.
That's the only reason I do it. Okay. So, would I bathe in it? For the fact that it's got
I think I already know the answer, but I need you to hear it.
2% chili flavouring in it, for that pure reason alone, I would not bathe in it, because it might be a bit of a downstairs mix-up if
Oh,
I...
big time. All those
if
open
I
wounds
bathed
as
in
well. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ryan, I feel like you might be missing out, mate. I feel like that could be the perfect thing to bathe in. 2% chili might
I
just
mean-
give a little zing. You know, like minty shower gel.
Just to know you're still awake, yeah.
It'll just give you a little like zing.
The tingles,
airy
yeah.
feeling.
I know what you mean. But
Yeah.
the thing is, well, I suppose if you're going to wash in it, this is going to leave you smelling, delicious. So,
Good enough
I
to
mean-
eat.
but I mean, yeah, good enough to eat. But I mean, if you don't like Thai food, then yeah, you might make some enemies. But no, for the pure reason of, and I'm a little bit let down by the whole thing, to be honest.
It
So
does look
no, I
pretty
wouldn't
sad.
bathe in it. Yeah, it's not it. I was so sold by the simple design of the can, but let's be honest, deluxe does not mean that it is deluxe. It means it's the best, the cheapest supermarket on the market.
No. They're trying to make it something that it is. If it's good, it doesn't need to say deluxe. It's already in the package,
Right.
man.
I though want to bring up that some people like a very smooth soup. You're marking it down because it doesn't have chunks of chicken in it, but some people they would say that's
Oh, tomato soup is the smoothest soup around, and it is probably one of the best ones out there, in my opinion. Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I'm not saying that a chunky tomato soup with bits of tomato wouldn't be nice, but I am saying that smooth tomato soup is where it's at. Like that's what
Yeah.
people expect.
Well, yeah, it's because tomatoes you don't want chunky. Half-cooked tomatoes is not a nice texture, is it? Like you either have them raw or you have them pureed. You don't have it in
Raw.
between.
Raw and wriggling.
But I think the next way we take this soup review to the next level is because you guys are really defensive of this soup. It seems like you quite like it.
No,
and you
I
think
don't.
I'm
It
being
looks
a bit harsh,
it looks like
so-
shit from here, to be honest.
Does it? Oh.
I defend the soup. Deluxe Thai soup, whatever, chicken soup. I'm your boy. I love it.
Mm. Right, there you go. That was good, wasn't it? Great content.
Do you know what we could do to add a dimension to it? Is all try the same soup and then like battle it out.
That's what I was going
somehow.
to say.
I
didn't
knew
think-
you were going to say it. I stole it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
The words.
I didn't think you'd be up for it, but man, that is some high octane shit right there.
Guys, I've got a cyberspace sinkhole. I know, from me, and it's a proper video as well.
Nice.
Cool.
The cyberspace sinkhole.
Now,
Oh.
The video I'm about to show you has got no audio for the audience, which is right nightmare. So I need you guys, Ryan and Clive, to absolutely describe it as much as possible for the listener, okay?
It looks absolutely horrific.
So
There
let me
is- it looks like a murder scene.
So
but
let me
the blood
explain
has
what the
been
title is for anybody else that
replaced.
wants to watch it. It's only 45 seconds long. It's called Yellow Driver Car Crash in Russia. Now, it sounds pretty bad.
Of course,
It
it's
sounds pretty
Russia.
bad already. Yellow Driver Car Crash in Russia.
Yeah.
But I just want to show you these 45
I
seconds.
mean, what I'm looking at looks pretty horrific already.
Go. Describe away.
Oh my
There is. Oh, there's a lot of yellow paint.
lord!
There's a lot.
Oh, he's crashed into the central. Oh, jeez.
Oh, is he in? Is the guy still in there? Oh my god!
Why
This is like
So
he's still in there.
The truck driver of presumably that hit the yellow paint, he's stuck in the cab covered in yellow paint in like a cave. Is the cab caved in? I don't know.
So it is It's a paint.
There it is.
It's a lorry that was carrying paint, and it's just exploded. It's like all up in his nose. Oh.
That's what happens when you crash into a back of a paint.
God, that is disturbing. The fact that the guy was bald made him look like some kind of like. Yeah, did he? Okay, let's drill into the narrative of this. Did he? Was he the paint holder, or did he drive into
He's
the back of
definitely
a truck
driven into the
with said
back of a
paint?
paint truck. Just crammed
Oh!
straight into it.
Stop the presses! Stop the presses! I have hit the chunks
Oh,
of chicken.
fuck's
We have
sake.
found them.
Who
They are
would have
at the
thought
bottom.
the heavy, dense parts were at the bottom of a soup? You never have thought, right?
Mm. We're down. Oh, that's adding another spoon
Oh,
on.
no, you're
Okay,
doing it
sorry.
four.
4 spoons. Yeah, it's
Good
a 4
for-
spooner. Sorry, carry on. I digress.
That's my little side space.
So, is he? Yeah, is he driven into a load of paint?
He's driven
that
into a
what we're
paint truck,
saying
mate,
here?
and he's got it everywhere.
Mate, he looks like he's concussed out
he's
of
got.
his
He's definitely got
mind.
paint up past his nostrils into the sort of brain space.
In his
Yeah.
brain is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
He's got
way,
paint
way up
damage,
in his
man,
brain. He was like shaking his head, like, ugh,
Yeah, he looks
Ugh.
pretty weird. Didn't he?
and he's just. I mean, at least it was paint and nothing else.
Yeah.
But only in Russia.
Only in Russia,
Only- And now I tell you what, what's even better is because you sent me that link. The following videos that have YouTube is now, the algorithm is now showing me. It's all just in
Yeah.
Russian, and it all looks like a very good evening for myself. So I'm gonna keep that.
Good thing about
tab
that is you'll
open.
never know what you're about to
Yeah.
get because it's all in Russian.
No
no
idea.
idea.
And all the comments are in Russian too. So
They probably just say
that
only
might
in
feed
Russia.
our cyberspace sync. Well, it might be next week's content. You never know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, baby. Yeah, that was a good one, mate. I'll pray for that one. It was a bit random, and there was a man covered in paint and like in shock, so it
Cheers,
was
mate.
good.
Everybody, check out what
Yellow
was it called?
driver car crash
Yellow-
in Russia. Sounds like a pleasant
Mhm.
novel. It does.
Worth a look. I think that should be the rating system for cyberspace
Ooh.
sinkholes. Is it worth looking up yourself? And I would say that definitely is. Yeah.
Definitely.
It's worth the 45 seconds of your life to see that.
I mean, it's so short. Why wouldn't you take on that knowledge?
Guys, I've hit a big one, by the way. It's a bad one. I need your help.
Oh
Mm.
no.
Right, I finished the soup and I'm ready to help.
I embarrassingly have hit the 100 club, the 100k club.
In what?
100,000 bum hairs, or I don't know.
100 kilos.
Oh, 100 kilos. You're a big boy now.
And let's be honest, I'm not going to the gym anytime soon at the moment. It doesn't look like.
So you're saying it's not 100 kilos of muscle? Is that what you're saying?
I need you guys to keep a tab on me. This is going to be good for me. What I need to do every month is just ask me what my number is. So I've got to get it down from 100. I need to get roughly around 85. Otherwise, I think I'm going to die. And
Okay.
Have you never seen the it was like a picture from like the Sun or something, and it was this chef who used to be like 25 stone, and then his mate texted him, "You're a fat," every day for like 6 weeks, and that started him off, and he lost like 3 stone in that 6 weeks, and then he got skinny because his mate called him.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Well, before
insulted
we
him
go
every
down
day.
that tangent, I just want to remind you of our friend Callum, who is a bit of a gym freak, and it was his mission a couple of years back to get up to 100 kg.
Yeah, I want to
you've
get
done
down.
that effortlessly.
Oh, that was such a glorious period.
I've done it quite comfortably. I've enjoyed my.
And he never made it to 100k. He was like 98 or something, and then he was getting out of breath having a shower. So
And he used to sweat like cream cheese out of his tits. It was weird, man.
yeah.
It was great, though. I loved
Well,
it.
I'll be honest. I've done it so easily. I've chilled every single night.
What's the secret to this weight gain?
Just eat as much as you can, as close as possible to your sleeping. So when you're in bed, just chew down a couple of cheesy little desserts. You'll be absolutely fine.
Couple of Dubs cheeses.
Basically, risk choking in your night's sleep to ensure a maximum increase of mass.
Solid advice.
So every month, give me a shout.
I personally think you should double down and go for the big 200.
Oh man,
What,
can you imagine?
£440? That
How big would he be? Would he have a neck? Would he have a waistline anymore, or would it just be like when the bum?
I ain't got a
joins
waistline
the,
now.
like-
My neck's just a tree trunk right now, man.
Nah, you look buff. You look like you're ready to take out. Yeah, you're lumberjack right
Thanks,
now.
man. Thanks,
But
man.
it's when
Well,
you
I need to get leaner.
It's when the ass starts to go up the back, and your ass is like joining with your traps,
when you-
and you actually just don't have a back. Have you seen that though? When the shape of the butt just becomes like a diagonal line that
Just slops in together. No, it's when you get like a little bit sweaty just walking like 50 meters and then you're like, I need to lose a little bit of weight.
Yeah, it's going up the stairs when you think it hurts a little bit and your pressure. It's like, that's when you know it's like you're in trouble.
Right, so what's the plan then?
I don't know. I haven't worked out yet. It doesn't matter. I think it's a bit of a boring conversation, but
So
I
I was
think
going to say, this is just like real life advice. Like,
Yeah. No, what I think every month you should just go, Sam, what's your number? What's your weight number? And then I'll just say one number, and then we don't even acknowledge it. We just carry on. But it gives me incentive to do it.
unrelated to your weight loss, I might just text you that you're a fat every day for a couple of months anyway. Maybe not even fat. I'll just call you a but if that helps, mate, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, that's cool, mate.
Oh, just put a little beep in every time I say
Oh, that takes so long. Guys, I know we've been talking about changing the name,
No.
and I decided to go on to a podcast name generator. I got the AI algorithms to do us a little favor and save me some time, save you some time, trying to think of some names. So it said, "Tell us about your podcast. What is it about? Who is in it?" And I put, it's me, Sam, you, Ryan, you, Clive, and it's about all our stuff that we've already talked about a million times already.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what the generator came up with?
The Sam,
yes,
Ryan,
please.
and Clive show. Is it a really shit generator that just
It's even better than that, my friend. It's even
All
better
right.
than that. Here we go. So, AI-powered podcast generator, okay? Trained by 600,000 different podcast names and descriptions.
I mean, that's nonsense. But go ahead, sorry.
Here we go. So these are the names that we got. Are you ready for these? These are unreal. I'm so glad I didn't get killed in Vietnam by slavery. The podcast.
Well, it was catchy. I mean,
It's short, punchy. It's got all the right things.
I got it top link. Where the hell did that come from?
I have no idea. The next one. People with no jobs travel for soup independence. The podcast.
Oh,
Well, I'm all about that soup independence.
that maybe like
Uh,
Dorset Soup Review, because that's the two things that people like best.
Here's another one. You don't need a job. And dead people. The podcast.
You sold me.
It's a little bit sinister.
And dead people.
Who is a ghost?
Who's a ghost?
Who is the ghost?
Bags and candles. I have no idea what that means.
Bags and candles. That's
Bags
pretty.
and candles.
I mean, I quite like. It's got the same kind of ring to it as Chunky
but-
Lemon, hasn't it? Bags and candles.
Unknown alumni.
It's a bit gothic, but you know.
This one makes no sense to me. Yvette. That's it. Doesn't say anything. It just says
What, your
Yvette.
vet?
Or your vet.
Yvette. Yeah, the name.
If,
Yvette.
yeah.
Now the other one, they got a couple more. Here
Yvette.
we go.
Mate, it's just bringing. It's not even taking your like. The
I'm
stuff
telling
to put
there
in.
is no AI here. This is just literally random, like.
It just picks a word out of the dictionary.
Here's another one for you. Here's another one for you. I put in our names as well, Sam, Ryan, and Clive, and loads of other things I put in. And this one was really good. This one's called the Sam, Clive, and Clive podcast.
Can I? That is good.
Well, I think Clive's gonna like that.
Can I go on record and say that's 2/3 perfect? So if it being the Clive and Clive podcast, then
This one was quite good. Let's get help with an exclamation mark.
I'm sure that already exists as a podcast. I'm certain. there is.
Surely. Like,
And this one made me laugh. This one just says "No Country for Old Men," which is just a fucking film, isn't it?
it's just a film. That's the shittest AI.
It's
I have ever
literally
had.
the worst AI I think I've ever done. So I think we're out. Of
I
luck
think
with
we
that, to be honest.
table the
Uh,
Sam, Clive and Clive podcast and just.
I mean, that's
It's not cutting you out
I
right
think
because you're just
the
one of the
Sam.
Clives.
Oh my god, this one's really good as well. Welcome to India, all in capital letters.
Why? Oh,
that's pretty good. And then we just say nothing about it.
Or this one's really good. I like this one. From hoe to housewife. Oh.
I think if we were all women,
Follow
that would
my
be a good
journey
name.
over the next 10 weeks.
Ironically, yeah, but I don't think it works.
Clive finds a streetwalker, and over the next 10 weeks, we hear about the
That's like
transition of
my
relationship.
Fair Lady or Pretty Woman situation.
It's Pretty Woman. It's the plot line.
Yeah.
Or this one's good. I'm Still Alive podcast. I quite like that.
Nah, because even though we live roguish lives on the edge of society, I don't feel like our lives are in daily threat enough that people will be interested to hear a podcast called I'm Still Alive. I'm Still Alive is for people who like go, I don't know, wingback gliding off of Everest whilst they're refugees.
Oh, it's too extreme.
Like-
See, I was thinking of the other way around, which was like, oh, I'm still
Oh,
alive.
like the underwhelming, like, oh,
Jesus.
God.
Which is sort of like kind of makes sense
Lie.
right, the way this has gone around. But yeah.
Tells us a lot about your mental space right now, man.
There you go. There's my there's some couple of ideas for us.
Delicious nuggets, Sam.
Yeah. I'm glad you're making moves, mate.
No.
I'm glad you're making
Delicious.
moves, but that AI generator was poor.
Absolute bullshit, right?
Oh yeah. Someone's got to try, and the AI did try, but I'll never use them again.
I think we'd make more money if we, the three of us, made an AI, in brackets, AI generator.
It's just me replying to emails. They think they're putting in like an AI
Mate, that would
generator.
be
and
one
I just
hell of
type
a
some
job, though.
bullshit
You've
real
got to be
quick and send it back.
24/7. The three of us. Oh,
That's a making bank, bro, right there.
We could do 8-hour shifts, 24 hours a day for the rest
and
of our
if
lives.
I don't know, if you
We got it,
monetize
boys,
the
it's
site,
fine.
you get enough hits.
Perfect.
Making bank, bro.
Exactly.
We all love drinking tractor wine, as long as you ain't from Devon. We will all get along just fine, and you'll feel like you're in heaven. Dolph mine. So, hey.
I've got the next scene of Dorset Man if you're interested in doing that.
Yeah, I'm tasty for
Go
it.
on. Then.
Because I read it and it's Ryan as the bad guy. You're obviously Vilanius
Oh,
Londinian.
yeah.
You've got a speech in this one which is literally unhinged.
Okay.
Like it's mental.
Okay.
Like, it's crazy.
Oh, they've sent it over then, have they?
Yeah. So
There we go. Let's have a look then. Oh God, look at this. God, they're getting better at laying it out, aren't they? You can...
shall I just for anyone who's not our usual 37 listeners, shall I just explain briefly what the crack with Dorset Man is?
Yeah.
So to reiterate in 10 seconds, a terrorist organisation called Dolph, they're doing propaganda. They discovered comic book films are cool. So they have started writing their own, and they send me the scripts of the scenes like now and then just to check over. And so far, they've introduced a character called Dorset Man and a villain who's trying to wake up the Cernabish giant to use him to like dominate Dorset. So that's where we are.
With his giant cock.
Yeah, with his giant club and his giant cock. That's the Cernabish giant. So we're on to scene 3. Are you guys ready to jump into it?
I'm ready.
Holy shit!
I'm ready. We need the Dorset Man theme tune, don't we?
Yeah, to play to get us in the mood.
Yeah.
So I'll obviously be doing the narration, and I'll also be doing the voice of Brian the Bull. Sam, I need you to be the hero, Dorset Man. But what I want you to think about is don't overdo the Dorset accent. Just do you and try and sound heroic with like maybe a twang of Dorset. And then Ryan,
you don't need to give me any tips on this.
Yeah, you know what you're doing with Valenius. He's your
Right.
voice, so-
All right.
Now,
all
okay.
right.
So introducing with the Dorset players. This is simply called Dorset
I'm getting
Man
ready.
Scene 3, Betrayal at Cern Abbas.
Oh shit! Right, so straight in
Wow.
narrator.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to do my narrator voice nicely. And so we return back to the fields around the Cern Abbas giant, where the hero of our tale, Dorset Man, is just arriving on his faithful steed, Brian the Bull. Will he be in time to confront the evil Valenius and stop him waking the giant and wreaking havoc all over Dorset? Dorset Man.
Stop right there, Valenius.
Vaulting off of Brian's back and confronting Valenius and his 2 Grockle henchmen at the very feet of the giant.
Curse you, Dorset Man!
Surely, even you must know you can't wake the Cern Abbas giant, let alone control him. Without knowing the ancient Duvu spells?
Duvu is the ancient magic of Dorset, a little bit like voodoo, but Dorset-like.
Oh.
So that's just a little. That's just a little writer's note that someone's. Yeah, sorry, Valenius.
I don't have to control him, you fool. Once he's unleashed and sets out about devastating the land, you'll have to stop him, or die trying.
I'm going Dorset by accident.
And my money's on the 180-foot giant with a massive club, yeah.
Dorset Man.
I just
By the
swear.
way, Sam, I'm liking your Dorset Man take at the moment. There's a very like innocent quality. Like you sound like a good guy, so keep doing
He
it.
is a good guy.
You're always a wanker, Valenius. But this new evil scheme is malicious, even for you. What about all the innocent people who might get hurt?
Jesus
Right, hang on. I've just got to
Christ.
stop you here. I've got to stop you. Ryan, you read this once through. I just want to say, like, this is the epic bad guy. Like, this is where it proves
Right.
that he's a massive wanker.
You
So
gotta
it's just
cue
epic music, but,
villainous,
like,
epic villainous
evil music,
music.
yeah.
Evil.
That's a small price to pay for bringing the future to this backwards land. I will bring them avocados. I will bring them motorways. I will bring them quick fashion, fancy coffee, luxury apartments. I'm going Australian now. No local could afford. I will smash your past into 1,000 pieces and sell it off as quaint knickknacks for the enlightened to sneer at. The virtuous will spit on the sinners. Redemption will only be found once you truly become a victim.
Fucking hell.
I will bring the future, and if some may die to make it happen,
That was Australian.
the survivors will thank me for it.
That was,
Wow.
sorry, that was bad,
That is
mate. As in, you nailed it, Ryan, but that is evil, dude.
He's
isn't
an
he?
evil
Right.
motherfucker. That is nasty.
Dorset.
And he's got some problems with his with his accent.
Survivors started to sound pretty
Survivors.
Some may die to make it happen. The survivors will thank me for it.
Started getting a little Australian.
Perfect. You ready?
Dorset, man, you're in.
You're a monster, Valenius, and I won't allow you to ruin
Hang
this
on.
land as you ruined yours.
Where's the pageantry? Where's the passion? I'm not feeling the
that was
passion.
you just come in a little flat there. mate.
You're
I'm
monster
through with that.
calm and
Valenius.
collected.
I'm literally
Nah,
breaking
he's
out in
got
a
it.
sweat doing this voice.
I got it. Don't worry. You're a monster, Valenius.
That's
And I
nice.
won't allow you to ruin this land as you've ruined yours. I know you don't know how to wake the giant, but even daring to try such things, I'm going to beat you like a rug and kick your ass clear over Sherborne.
Nice. Valenius.
Think I don't know how to wake up the giant, eh? You're so naive, Dorset man. Just because you're so good and great, you see the best in everyone. But I've got news for you. I know do-vu words to wake the giant. One of your precious
Dorsetians.
Dorsetians
plural, right?
is a traitor.
Dorset man.
That cannot
was
be
good.
true. You lied to wound me, Vilenius. You lied like a rug, and your words are meaningless.
Got you worried though, hasn't it, Treacle?
Sorry, I'm throwing myself off with my little ad-lib
No,
laugh.
you're nailing it, mate. You're back in. You've lost the Aussie and you're back in. You're good.
Knocked you off balance. You may stop me this time, but you can't stop me forever. Glockles, attack him!
So, I've got to admit, right, I'll read you the narrator bit, but the writer kind of phoned in this fight scene here, but I'll read it to you.
Okay.
The Grockles attack as Dorset man slips into his Dorjitsu stance, the ancient martial art of Dorset, obviously Dorjitsu. Then a fight scene starts, like that one really good one in the original Matrix, but even cooler. Dorset man is doing all like flips and shit, and fighting both the Grockles at once. I know Keanu Reeves is evil, but maybe we can get him on board just as like an executive producer to talk through some of the fight scenes.
Oh,
That's what they wrote. That was what the
That's what they
writer
wrote.
notes left there. Yeah. When the fight is over and the Grockles are knocked out, Dorset man rolls them into a ball and drop kicks them over the horizon across the border out of Dorset.
Into Devon.
Dorset man
well, Brian,
pats Brian on the head.
if what Vilenius said is true, not swear. if what Vilenius said is true, we've got a lot to think about. Well said, Brian. Never change.
And
And scene.
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 That's
Wow.
a hard-hitting,
Wow.
hard
I mean,
Now that
Hitting
is
poetry.
content.
yeah, I mean that's a pretty nice evil speech he makes, isn't it? It gets well out,
Yeah.
like well over the top, well
Big
out of,
time.
I mean, he's
well out of pocket.
he's talking, avocados, motorways. He's really up for ruining the beautiful land that is Dorset. So
But he thinks he's bringing them the future. Do you see that? And he thinks it'll be worth, like, if people die, that it'll still be good because they'll have all these things, which he thinks is good. But Dorset
wow.
man knows
You
isn't
see it,
good.
Clive, you've seen a lot more into this than I did, that's for sure.
Well, I've read it once before, so I had time to think about it. But what did you think about, like, Duvu and Dorjitsu? Did you think...
Duvu.
Quite
I
like
need to
that.
look into this Duvu stuff. I didn't know it was a real thing.
Yeah, man. Like, some proper shaman shit, but, like, Dorset shaman shit. It's all, like, cow skulls and horse shit, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like spells to make your crops grow and things like that. Do you know what I
Ooh.
mean?
well, bring on scene 4 because it's just getting
Oh,
tasty.
baby.
Nice. Right, it's goodbye for me.
And goodbye from me.
And me. Sam.
God, what a shocker!
What a downer.
What an absolute shocker.